It's a good girl, Bet. Drink up. Go on. She was all right the other day, and now this.
Her temperature's okay. I thought it might be flu, but she said her throat's sore.
I hate it when she's ill.
Hey, you better be getting some sleep if you're going to the dentist.
Well, I was thinking, Rachel, I'll give it a miss with Beth not being so good.
We're spending that loan money whether you like it or not.
Well, it's not been so bad this past day or so.
You're going. I don't want another fallout.
Oh, I'm sorry about the other day, walking out like that.
I don't want to move, but we've got no choice. I can't afford a place of our own.
Yeah, and we never will be able to if we keep taking out loans.
I know you think I'm stupid.
No, I don't.
I just want us to have a normal life. I mean, other people can go to the dentist. Why can't we?
Yeah, I know. Look, I really am sorry about kicking off and doing a bunk. Making up was good, though, wasn't it?
Go to bed and I'll wake you up when it's time to go.
Hiya.
All right.
You okay? You sound a bit down.
I am.
Did you take your tablet yesterday?
Yep.
And this morning?
Yes.
What's up with you then?
Oh, it's Helen. And Ray. I can't believe he forgot to pass that address on. And I still don't know where to stand with her.
I thought you said she'd spoken to you.
Yeah, but...
But she didn't run away, like last time.
No. This time she drove away.
Being serious. Now, that was the first time you've seen her since you told her about your illness.
I've blown it, haven't I? Telling her too soon.
No.
Should never have listened to Ray. He kept pushing me to tell her. Now look what's happened. And he goes and sits on that address for days. He's a nuisance, him. He's more of a hindrance than a help.
You stop feeling sorry for yourself and just think about it. OK, yeah, so she did a runner on you when you told her that you were ill. But now she's spoken to you. Would she have done that if she was binning you off for good? She could have just blanked you.
Well, at least she's got that address now. I really wanted to help her on that, you know.
I know how you feel about it, Jimmy, but you can't let it get you down. You've got to be a bit more positive. You can't expect everything to come right in the first 5 minutes. Look, you're going to have to slow down and just see what happens.
But I'm stuck. I can't go hassling her.
Just wait. If she's got feelings for you, then she'll be in touch.
What if she doesn't? What if she's got the address she's been searching for and that's it?
Patience. Shouldn't you be getting on with this barbecue thing anyway?
Many happy returns.
Oh, cheers, Del. Oh, you shouldn't have.
I know we shouldn't.
Hang on. Aren't these the ones you get free with any gallon of motor oil at the garage?
Still a present.
Happy birthday.
Oh, cheers, Aunt.
Not much.
Hey, it's very generous of you.
Hey, CD vouchers. Nice from mate.
From me and your dad. Don't get presents off me mum and dad now you're an old man.
Hey, watch it, you.
And this. We thought it might help you get that cartooning thing a bit sooner. What is it? Whoa. Will that be enough?
Oh, it's a brilliant one, thanks. Where's my dad?
Oh, we had to see Mrs. Plummer early. There's some meeting with the police.
What about?
I've no idea. Come on, you two, school.
Can I have money for my birthday? It would really help with my holiday.
Never mind holidays.
Well, it's more expensive now because Sally and Joanna dropped out.
Look, I'm not talking about that stupid idea. You know what your dad thinks. Go to school.
No probs, yeah, none at all. I'll be there, that's fine, yeah. I'll see you later, Helen. Bye. Yes! She phoned me.
What she want?
Wants me to go round to hers.
For?
Well, probably something to do with tracing her man.
Jimmy, are you sure she's not just using you?
Don't be soft.
But you are the one with the computer and all that, aren't you?
Yeah, and she can use it any time she likes. We're mates. She's asked me to go round to hers later on, and that's the main thing.
See, you keep building all this up, don't you? You sure you're not wasting your time with her?
One day at a time. She's asked me to go round to hers, and that's enough progress for me for one day. Till then, I'm going to get on with my timeline ball for my Citizens' Jubilee.
We're in to see a couple of tuners.
Don't you want some dinner?
No, I'll grab some chips.
I hope they're not overpriced.
I'll tell you when I've seen them.
One minute. Out.
Look. Look, this money you give me. Are you sure?
Of course we're sure. We wouldn't have given it to you otherwise.
I know, but it wasn't that long ago I was giving you something towards, you know, fertility treatment. Is that where this comes from?
I've talked it over with your dad.
Oh, I feel a bit guilty about taking it.
We want you to keep making a living fixing cars. If this helps you get the stuff you need, then it's better spent on that than sitting in the building society. Don't you think?
Well, if I get this tuner, it'll give me a lot more scope, yeah? I get taken a bit more seriously. Hopefully more customers.
Good. Go and spend it then.
You're definitely sure?
Definitely.
What about the treatment, though?
We're going to try again sometime. But for now, we're letting nature take its course. Keep your fingers crossed for this week, eh? We'll get there in the end. I know we will.
Harry, it won't hurt you.
I wasn't scared of it. Wait for the bleep.
No. Oh, there you go. You're fine as well. Do you know what? I dread them catching this bug that Beth's got.
It'll be good for their immune systems.
Well, it won't do mine much good having to get up in the night. Oh, Max, can you find the time to look at them forms? I need to get them into the solicitors.
What are they?
Property seller's information form and fixtures, fittings and contents. One's about the stuff we want to take and the other's about drains and boundaries and things.
We've heard of the Mason-Dixon line. Now it's the Farnham-Dixon line.
Yeah, well, forget about boundaries for now. We can sort all that out once we swap over. But them forms really do need to be in.
Look, are you sure about all this? It's not as if we're moving on, is it?
No, but it's what I want for the moment. So can you do them for me today?
Promise.
Shouldn't them builders of yours be here by now?
They're probably off on another job.
Well, I hope he doesn't let me down on that bonfire. Promised me a load of wood.
Be like another beacon, eh?
No, not a beacon, a bommy.
Right, Jimmy, I'm off to work now.
All right, kid, see you later. Hey, have you got something for this board?
I'm sure I can find something. If you leave me any room, like. See you later.
Later.
Do you know, I think I might hang my old steel comb on this.
All right, nice one, yeah. Did you used to carry that round with you when you were a teddy boy?
Yeah, I've still got it. It's still as sharp as a razor.
Still got all the gear, have you? Hey, draped soles, draped jackets, all that stuff.
Yeah, of course I have. I've still got it.
Oh, nice one. You want to wear that for the party?
Do you reckon?
Yeah, of course you do. It's all 50s, isn't it, eh? Go for it.
Right, I think I will. Do you know, I'm going to enjoy this street party.
No. Get it into your head, will you? It's not a street party, it's a barbecue and a celebration of the last 50 years.
I'm sick of all this Jubilee stuff. Tell me about it. It was only about one when it was the silver. Do you remember it? You'd be both 3.
Can't remember being 3.
Yeah, did you say you could remember the coronation when he was that old? The first day you saw the telly, all people queued up to watch him, my nana's next door neighbours.
We had a street party when Charles and Di got married.
Did you?
Your dad had this massive picture of them in front of the house. I was only about 6 or 7, but I remember feeling dead ashamed. God knows what he's going to do next week. As far as I'm concerned, the only good thing about it is 2 bank holidays.
We should have a golden jubilee, mega nice out.
You sure? Didn't think you really enjoyed it last time we went out.
You know when I enjoy myself.
What's this?
Are you up for a night out?
Yeah, why not?
Tomorrow night then?
Oh, I'm working, me and all. And I've got to go in over the weekend as well.
All right, let's make it a proper jubilee thing and go out on Monday night. None of us have to get up for work the next morning, do we?
No, brilliant. Are you sure about this? Yeah, of course she's sure. Hey, I might even decide to make it another pull the pig competition. Okay.
Nah, I've lost interest in the royal since poor Diana was killed.
Oh, I love Wills. He is definitely fit.
Image of his mother. Although lately I think he's looking more like his uncle. You know that Earl Spencer?
How do you mean?
Well, some pictures you see.
Oh, get off you. Hello, Bob Rookie. Yes, she's just in. I'm... Oh, who's calling, please? The after school school.
Bev McLaughlin here. Well, what's he done? I'd like to know what he's supposed to have done, over the phone or not. OK, I'll be right there. Bye. It's Josh. He's in trouble with the after-school club. I'm going to have to go down there. Look, can you manage with this delivery? They're going to get here about 1:45.
Yeah, no props. What's he done?
Well, he won't say, but he's been in trouble with them before. How am I going to manage without the after-school?
All right, mate, how's it going? Oh, just wasted hours trying to buy a tune off some fella in Norris Green. Kept me waiting there for ages and then changed his mind about selling it. The tune, you'll get serious, aren't you? Oh, I'll see someone else later in Prescott.
Hey, lads. All right.
Jim.
Listen, what are you two doing on Jubilee Day?
Having a day off and going for a pint. Probably be working, why?
Obviously not into the Royals. So why don't you come to my citizens' barbecue? The People's Jubilee.
Gonna be as good as your arch.
That's it, got it in one. I want everyone I've invited to turn up with their memories of the last 50 years, a celebration of ordinary life. None of this traditional crap you'll see on the telly.
But the thing is, Jim, we haven't been around that long. I'm only 22 today.
Oh, many happy returns of the day. Still got your memories, though, haven't you, eh? Even if you are condemned by our unwritten, stupid constitution to be a subject to that lot, not a citizen, your own man. Monday afternoon till late, bring who you like, see you then, ciao.
Attendance, mate. It's you right. Mind you, might be okay for a free burger.
Some soup. No. Mum, I didn't do it. It wasn't me.
Shush! See, they reckon he locked some kid in the paint cupboard, but he says he didn't do it, so who am I supposed to believe him?
Don't do that.
He reckons it was Jack and Melvin, and he just watched, but I mean, he doesn't know anything about keys and locks. I mean, I still have to tie his shoelaces up sometimes, for God's sake. No, he is just a scapegoat, just because he's been naughty a few times. Well, he's on a final warning now, and if he doesn't behave, he's out.
I didn't do it.
Can you cover for me for a bit? I mean, I won't be long.
Yeah, okay.
Come on, you, upstairs, now!
Haven't had a chance to tidy up.
Nice house.
It's a tip.
Not as bad as my place with Tim and Emily in and out.
12-year-olds are just as bad. Coffee?
No stimulants. No alcohol or la palaver.
Right, orange juice.
Thanks.
Sorry, sit down. Don't mind me driving over here, dear.
No, you're all right.
I've decided to go and see that woman in Tubrook you found. I've hardly been able to sleep thinking about it. Just been going round and round in my mind.
Why haven't you been today?
Oh, to be honest, I'm too nervous. Scared to death, really. Will you come with me?
Me?
Yeah, I know it's a lot to ask, but I can't ask Ray, and... Will you?
If you want me to.
Whether you did it or not, you are on a yellow card. Do you know what I mean? Hello?
It's me.
Yeah, come on. Look, Josh, you can stay on at the after-school club, but if you're naughty again, they're going to kick you out. And where will that leave us? Look, I will lose my job. We might get kicked out of the flat, and then where will we be? You have got to be good, Josh, especially at school. You're going to be good. Look, I've got to go back to work, so just play on your computer or watch the telly or something, all right? Hey, Josh hasn't had a very good day, so he's not his normal self today.
Thank God.
What?
Oh, we'll be okay.
Okay. Bye, love.
Never said bye to your mum. What did you do that for? You've wasted your tea.
Don't want it.
Just play with that, right? Hello?
Hi, it's Ross.
What are you doing here?
I've got an idea.
What idea? You know I'm not allowed anyone here.
Let me come up and I'll tell you.
Fine.
Who's that?
Just a friend.
Does my mum know he's coming round?
She doesn't mind me having a friend here.
Who is he?
Hiya.
Who are you?
Russell, Dell's boyfriend.
Just a friend.
Russ the Wuss.
You what?
Wuss.
Are you going to let him talk to me like that?
That's rude. Go and play in your room.
No, you and Wuss can't make me.
Suit yourself. We'll talk outside.
What are you talking about?
None of your business. You stay there. Come on.
If he were older, I'd belt him one.
He's a nightmare.
Hey, smart up here, isn't he?
Look, you can't stop, so you better tell me what this brilliant idea is.
Oh, I saw my mountain bike.
And?
Well, then I can come with you to Cyprus.
No way.
Why not?
Because it's an all-girls holiday.
I can get a room near you and see you every day.
Read me lips, it's an all-girl holiday. You don't want fellas there.
I don't want to be chasing them, will it? Be coughing up with it from wherever night, I bet.
I will not. We're going for a good time, that's all.
Well, why can't I be there at the same time then? What's the difference?
I arranged this holiday before I'd even met you.
If you're not interested in chasing fellas, what difference will it make?
I'm not having this. It's time you went. It's locked. You little... Josh! Josh, you locked the door.
Stop messing about.
Open the door.
No.
I'm looking forward to meeting her, and then I start panicking inside. What if it's too much of a shock for her? Will she be in her 60s now? And it's not just her. It's Ray as well. What if she's put him completely out of her mind?
You'll just have to play it by ear. It's not definite. It's the right Sylvia Morgan, is it?
No, I know that. But somehow I feel it will be, and I keep trying to put myself in her place. It's hard to accept she could just give me away like that.
Even in the 60s, some things were almost Victorian, you know. Some girls who got pregnant ended up forced into mental institutions. The babies taken off them.
From what I know, she wasn't forced into anything. She just handed me over, and well, sometimes I wonder whether she thinks about me. Yeah. Does she think that she missed out, or what? Has she had any of the children? I could never have given our Stephanie away like that. Not from the minute she was born. It's so hard to understand how Sylvia could have let that happen. I'd be lost without my daughter. But you must feel the same about,
Lindsay. Yeah, she's great, our Linz. I miss her.
So, when are we going to go and see this Sylvia Morgan then? I'm working most of the weekend. Could you do Monday, Jubilee Day?
In the morning, yeah.
Okay. Thanks, I'll ring you. I suppose I better think about some tea.
Oh, right. Stephanie's due home then, is she?
Oh, no. She rang to ask if she could stay at her friend's.
Pity I couldn't have hung on for a bit and met her.
Oh, no. She's staying the night at Caroline's.
Oh, right.
Perhaps you'd like to have some tea? It's just chops and salad, but... Yeah.
Well, if you've got enough.
It's enough for two, yeah?
Well, yeah, I'd like to. Thanks.
I'll get it started.
To her. Keep away from her, you.
He's not doing anything. Go and get Bev. Josh has locked us out the flat.
Joking?
Well, don't just stand there laughing. Go and get Bev. Go on, she'll have to get the key off him.
It's my ball. Leave it to me.
What did she say?
She's going to sort her. See you later.
She'll sack me for this.
It's one thing after another. Every time I come near the place, something's going wrong.
He was with a babysitter.
Yeah, and she was hanging off the balcony screaming like she was being raped and murdered. God knows what happens here when I'm not round.
I'm sorry, but
Bev, I've got two businesses on this parade. Do you think I want people thinking it's a madhouse?
I know that, but Josh
Get
is
it
a bit...
sorted and get back to the job. Do you know what? I reckon that kid needs a shrink.
Is she any better?
She hasn't moved off that sofa since she went out. She won't even eat.
Do you reckon we take her back around the doctor's?
No, you know what he said. It's just a case of waiting. So how did it go?
Oh, I didn't really do anything. I just took some impressions with some putty. Had to sit there for ages.
We gotta have false teeth.
No bridge work. He's going to take the duff one out and put a false one in. But he's going to have to file the teeth down either side and put some cap things in, you know, to support the false one. Something like that, I don't know. Listen, do you want me to ring in? Tell him I'm not coming in, give you a bit of a break.
No, I can't afford to lose the money. I'll manage.
Are you definitely sure about this night house?
Will you stop going on? I'm fine.
I'm worried that you're not over it all yet, that's all.
I'm fine.
Okay, but there's no need to prove anything to me, you know.
I want a night out, that's all. Matthew Street, Concert Square, everywhere.
Oh, that sounds good to me. Let's hope we get lucky, eh?
Who could resist us?
Give me it now. Why did you do it, eh? Did you lock Charlie in the paint cupboard as well? You made a show of me at that school. Now get to your room and I'll deal with you later.
I'm sorry.
Go! And as for you, I told you about fetching lads round. What's this lump doing here?
Well, I asked him to revise with me. I didn't think you'd mind.
Where's your books?
I,
Yeah, are you taking me for some kind of fool? I pay you to look after Josh, not mess about with lads. How are you going to get on this holiday of yours, eh, if you've got no babysitting money?
Sorry, Bev, I've let you down. See you around, eh?
Hang on. I didn't say I was sacking you. I'll give you one more chance.
Yeah?
You can stay. But he goes, right?
I thought we were calling to see the Sylvia Morgan woman.
I meant after that. I'm having a barbecue. It's a citizens' barbecue. An alternative to the Jubilee. You're welcome to come.
I don't know.
Well, I thought it might be a chance to meet your Stephanie.
But I do want you to meet Steph, but I don't know what she's got planned for the Jubilee.
Will you come?
No, might not be our Steph's cup of tea, but I think I can make it, yeah.
You can't blame Bev.
If only Josh wasn't such a little swine.
Well, you can't bump him off.
I would if he was mine. Hey, thank God I've got these two little angels. Did you fill in the forms?
Yep, all done.
So should I get the solicitor moving then?
Yeah, if that's what you really want.
You're still dead against it, aren't you?
Not if it'll make you happy, but it's not to be forever, only till your dad gets settled in.
Thanks.
Right, well, we better get the ball rolling before your father ships in half a dozen washers and dryers and wrecks our future kitchen.
Right, well, I'll ring him now and tell him that we don't want to move into some manky laundress. I hope this isn't dodgy.
No way.
It doesn't look second-hand, are you sure?
It couldn't be more legit. I bought it off a copper.
He said he was.
No, he is. He's been working on the Imelda Clough case.
Has he?
Yeah. Says they're going to be doing a reconstruction at the school after half-term. You know, sort of like a crime watch thing. See if anyone's seen anything the day she went missing.
Sounds like a good idea.
Well, he says they're desperate. Mrs. Clough's been hassling them every day. Right. The birthday boy's off. Don't wait up.
Where you going?
Not just into town with some of the lads and Tim.
Have a good time, love.
Tell me dad to put that in the garage when he's had a look. See you later.
See ya. Maybe this'll track her down. Somebody somewhere must have seen something.
Why doesn't she want you meeting Stephanie?
She didn't say that, Nicky. Well, not so many words.
You just said that she was a bit iffy about it.
Oh, I don't know. But the fact she's reading up on bipolar shows she's interested, doesn't it? Hey, gotta be.
Don't go reading things into that. She was still cagey about you meeting her daughter.
Well, she did invite me to stay for me tea.
Yeah, when her daughter's very conveniently out, staying as her mates. She's sussing you out.
All learning more about the illness.
To see whether she should avoid you again. He said she was unsure about Stephanie coming to your citizens thing. Don't forget, that's after you go visiting this Sylvia woman. Maybe she is using you.
No.
Ever since you've met her, you've been moving far too fast. Wouldn't be at all surprised if she didn't show up for your barbecue thing. I think you're reading it all wrong with her.
Who's coming, eh?
Helen? And her girl, Stephanie.
Ah, she's introducing you to the daughter, eh? Must be serious.
You're not going to this barbecue then?
Oh, no chance. It's a pull a pig night.
What?
Don't ask.
They've gone bust. All those poor people are up in arms because they can't get their money back. Who did you say you booked with?
This is really bad of me to ask, but you couldn't come and have another look at her Beth, could you? Please.
Catch Bookie later than usual tomorrow at 8:30. And in a few minutes, Ben Hull, who plays Dr. Gary Parr, will be answering your questions at channel4.com/Brookside. Stay with us for ER. That's up next.
Is supposed to be here to help me. She says she's got a surprise for us, so she won't be along until later.
But in the meantime, let's read a story.
Got your photies? I need your photies for my timeline.
We were, thinking about going into town.
Oh, come on, what? I miss me people's jubilee, come on, I've got the sausages for the barbie and everything.
Yeah, it's just the novelty of getting bladdered on a Monday and not having to get up.
It's like being abroad.
Nick's nearly finished the bombing.
Look, Jim, it's just, we're not fussed about the royals.
Apart from that William one, I mean, he gets me fizzing at the bung.
Hey. Look, it is not about the royals. I'm reclaiming this jubilee for us, yous, for getting through the last 50 years without the aid of a few stuffy old palaces.
Hey, less than 50 years.
This is my life here, right? And look at it. The fact that I'm still here deserves celebrating.
Well, if it's not about the Queen, then why do we have to do it today?
Oh, because what do you think would happen if any other day of the year you'd ask the corporate to close off your street, you know, for a party? Look, if people want to wave the flags, that's fine by me, but if they don't, they're welcome here.
And who's coming, eh?
Whoever. Neighbours.
Who else?
Helen. And her girl, Stephanie.
Ah, she's introducing you to the daughter, eh? It must be serious.
Well, actually, they're not coming for death. Or me and Helen are going to see this woman today. You know, the one that might turn out to be her mum.
All right. Suppose you don't know how she's going to feel afterwards.
Well, either way, it'll be hard for her.
Do you think the shops will be open?
You can't go shopping. I thought you were looking forward to it.
Oh, I am. It'll be lovely. But, you know, when you look back at the coronation, there's not the same buzz, is there?
We'd just come out of the war then. People understood the importance of standing up for your country.
Yeah, but even when you look back at the Silver Jubilee...
No, it's a lack of community spirit.
I suppose then everyone knew all their neighbours and they were more likely to, you know, get together and organise something.
All the more reason for us to be at that palace showing a bit of solidarity.
Yeah, you're right.
The more I think about this house swap, the more annoyed I am.
Well, I'm sorry, but I can't put it off any longer. But there's just not enough space for these two.
You'll have to tell Beth how you put up with it, won't you?
Oh, come on, Rach. You're not going to be there forever, are you?
Oh, no. The estate agent's picking out our Docklands apartment now as we speak. Don't Harry, she's not feeling well.
She bad again?
Temperature. I don't know what to do. I've had her at the doctor's twice in the last few weeks and there's nothing wrong.
Kids are tougher than you think they are, you know, love.
Yeah, well, I'd take her back in.
They'll have me down as some sort of panicky mother.
Better than her getting sick.
I'm sure the doctor knows his onions. Look, he's seen her twice and given her the all clear.
Yeah, look, are you sure you're all right looking after me too?
Yeah, of course I am. We can't have you missing the party, can we? And don't worry, I'll keep him apart from her in case she is coming down with something.
Oh, maybe I should get Max to stay at home, you know.
No, Dr. Gary says it's probably just an ear infection. And like Ray says, it's probably just all in my mind.
Absolutely, absolutely. I'm going to take this stuff over to Jimmy's.
Look, Rach, Gary can be a bit short, but don't let him put you off. If you've got any doubts, you take it in.
You've done a good job there, Nick. Well done.
Better than one of them official beacons, is that?
It's not a beacon. It's a bombing.
What's the difference?
Who builds beacons? Monarchs. Warning them the enemy ships are coming. Sending us off to fight for them. Preserving the status quo. People have bommies.
So they can burn effigies of anti-monarchists on them.
All right, sieve for brains, so it's not a watertight argument, OK.
Here, I brought these for your timeline. You're not planning on setting this alight here, are you?
Yeah, why?
Well, right next to my house. No chance.
Ah, it's well away from it, Mr. Hilton.
Well, I don't think my insurers are going to be too pleased with me making 2 claims in the last 6 months. I mean, what was the cause of accident? A Jubilee beacon.
It's a bombing!
Well, why don't you have it in the garden next door?
I was just going to knock off then.
Yeah. Well, look, remember to pack the top layers loosely, won't you, because of the airflow.
Top tip, Mr. Hilton.
All right, H.
No.
Hi, love.
We ready for the off-ski?
I suppose so, yeah.
You're not going to see this woman, are you?
Come on, Jimmy, let's go.
I just don't want you to be disappointed, that's all it is, love.
It's only birthday weekend, you know. Oh, stop your moaning and put hairs in your chest.
What's all this for?
I'm building a pond.
I have just had the pleasure of Bev chewing my ear off about Del for the last half hour. I hope you told her about bringing lads round.
Well, she was bang out of order having Russell in that flat with her.
She didn't invite him round, he just turned up.
Oh, why?
It's not our Adele's fault he follows around like a lost puppy.
Maybe he had another poem to read to her, eh? You're just too soft on her.
What do we want a poem for?
Is she looking after Josh today?
Yeah? She said she could carry on as long as there was no fellas round, unless you brought one for her too.
Dad, what do we want a poem for?
Well, I've always fancied a water feature. Or a big hole in the ground.
Well, I was thinking of having one near our place, but I was worried one of yous had fallen in when you were too young and drowned.
Wouldn't be the first time round here. Jimmy Corkhill told me his little lad fell in one a couple of years back.
But I reckon we can trust you now.
Hey, Anthony Murray sleeps with the fishes.
It's a half an hour late now.
Oh, look, it'll be the road. I've used liver drivers loads of times, and they're always reliable. It's a good job I didn't get you to use that Manor Park and Ride lot.
Well, I've used them before, and they've always been very efficient.
Yeah, but you must have heard the news.
Sorry?
It's gone bust. All those people are up in arms because they can't get their money back. Who did you say you booked with? It'd be really lovely if you could answer without saying the words Manor, Park and Ride.
I'd have thought we'd have heard from some cleaners by now.
Of course, we could just do it ourselves.
On a bank holiday? I'm sure Her Majesty wouldn't want us putting ourselves out, you know.
Well, if you insist.
Oh, we're still doing pull the pig though, aren't we?
Well, what do you want to do, Katie?
Oh, come on, I've got my camera sorted now and everything. Now, smile. I'm going to email them to Louise so she can choose the biggest pig.
Just because you're going to win hands down, you've got 4.
That is such a lie.
You'll be in your element.
Oh, cheers.
If you don't fancy her, Katie, maybe
she's well up for it. It was her idea.
Yeah, I'm well up for it.
Maybe we should have called first.
Some things are better in person, eh? Second thoughts?
I don't know. I don't know whether I'm nervous in case it's not her or nervous in case it is.
I hope you weren't harbouring fantasies about her being a millionaire-ass.
What am I supposed to say?
I thought you had it all rehearsed.
It's not going to come out right. What if I don't like her? What if she doesn't like me? What if she doesn't give me the time of day?
Well, we won't know unless...
Oh, hello, good morning.
Get your skates on, Katie. Misha's waiting.
Keen, is she?
Well, she thinks you're not up for it.
What I said?
Well, it's a nurse, and I think she knows better than you what's wrong with you. You're overcompensating, apparently, as opposed to just going out and having a laugh.
Which is what she's been telling me to do for long enough now.
Well, come on, let's go and prove her wrong.
Oh, bring it on.
We knew there was a chance it wouldn't be her.
You still build yourself up, though, don't you?
Well, it would have been something if we'd struck gold first time, wouldn't it? Look, we'll get back on the case.
No.
There'll be plenty of other leads.
I can't put myself through this every time.
Come on, Ellen, I know you're disappointed, but... Well, we'll have to get used to it, you know. Could happen loads of times before we find her.
It's useless. I don't know anything about her except her name. It's probably not even a name anymore.
Look, if she'd have married, we'd have found a reference to the certificates in the records office, wouldn't we, eh?
What's the point? It's all just guesswork.
Don't be deciding now. Let's go and get Stephanie. Come back to ours for the party, yeah? And see if we can't get it out of our heads for a while.
I'm sorry, Jimmy. I'm rude.
Blokes. Well, you're the dark horse in this competition.
Maybe so. Oh, here comes the first one now.
Right, girls, out in the pull out.
Yeah, and you're exactly the sort of fellow we're looking for.
Oh, I double points for that one.
Are we going to this barbecue or what?
Yeah, I'll follow you out in a minute.
I said we'd be there by now.
Yeah, I won't be long. I just want to get this finished.
Does it have to be that deep?
Will you let me get on?
All right, I just don't see what all the urgency's for.
Do vodka and orange, please, Bev.
You're starting a bit early, aren't you?
Hey, you were here first. You're going to tell us something. You look good. Pull a pig night.
What?
Don't ask. There's some decent talent in here, actually. Yeah, well, that doesn't matter. We're only after Mingus.
Mingus?
Hey, Mish, what about him? He's a real double bagger. Come on.
Come on then, you minging double bagger. Let's be having you. Have a good day, Katie.
Oh. Well, then, put
the beer goggles on before they'd even left the house.
Yeah, I love.
Get off.
The kippy you're there, Di.
Sorry Marty's running late, Jimmy. He's been all morning working out his pond layout.
No worries. Sausages coming up. What's going on with your hair there?
25 years of punk this year, you know. Well, 26 technically, but 25 years since I bought the leather bondage key. The what? Never mind. What are you sticking up on here?
That's stupid.
It's good. Come on, what's the first thing you think of when you look back on everything you've done?
No, I'm not really thinking that.
You see, kids, we used to dress like this 50 years ago.
Do you reckon? More firelighters? No, let it eat up.
Hey, barbecues. Do you remember me and my dad? To the gas explosion that time. Remember? He'd had me hitting all the burgers for all the fire barbecues.
The time our Ben got put in a wheelchair.
Hey, shaping up to be a fantastic day, isn't it? Hey?
Why don't you ring Ellen, eh? Try and change your mind.
Waste of time, kid.
Could be worth a try.
No, she doesn't feel like it. I said it might just be what she needs to cheer her up, but apparently she doesn't think so.
Hiya.
Hello, love, you okay? Hi, kids!
Nice of you to organise a street party, Jimmy. I like the beacon.
It's not a street party, and that's a bommy.
Well, I'm sorry, I can't stay long. I brought some photos and that, but it's our Beth. She's not well.
Okay, we'll get them on the board.
We're all going to keep an eye on her, but I should get back, really.
Don't be worrying about it. Good of you to come.
What I brought? It's my dad.
That's nice, Tim.
Put it on you. Get it on the board. Go on. Right, drinks for you two. Orange or limo?
Hey, you don't talk about your dad much.
Oh, messes with me too much. All of Jimmy's timeline thing just got me thinking.
How come?
You know Jimmy going on about putting your life down in pictures? Imagine if my dad could see mine, eh? What'd they say?
I think he'd be dead proud.
Why? I haven't made anything of myself. I always say I'm gonna, but I never do it. I can be ashamed.
He'd be dead proud, just the way I am.
Glad he's not here. Face him.
Is this why we never see your mum and Melanie and Ben?
Who told Nick to build that bonfire so close to that tree?
I think you did.
Not there, I didn't. It's a fire hazard, is that?
Have you spoken to Helen today?
Sorry? No, not since this morning.
Don't you want to know how she went on?
Oh, yeah, sure. How did she take it?
Gutted, Raymondo. What do you think? Says she doesn't want to go on looking anymore.
Oh, it's a shame, isn't it, eh? Still, it's her choice.
I'm going to go on looking.
You can't. Not if she doesn't want you to.
I'm not going to let her give up after one setback.
Jimmy, you can't keep on pumping false hope into her. You haven't got a chance of finding Sylvia.
If we can't find it on the web, then I'm going to make a few phone calls. If we can't find it through phone calls, I'm going to knock on a few doors. Who said she'd be married?
Oh, I wonder what those two are doing back so soon.
Oh my God, must be the sick bag. Oh, I don't know. Mine was all right in an inbred source away. You okay?
Yeah, great.
Hey, you're lagging behind. Spotted any potential pigs yet?
I just want to sit for now.
Maybe we should just call it a day, eh?
No, I'm fine.
Yeah, I've got to tidy up anyway. I've got Louise and her mate coming tomorrow. That stupid bloke over there, what he said before. Listen, no one's expecting you to get back to 100% overnight. Oh, no, it was me that was telling you to sort yourself out. If you can't talk to me for you, you know that, don't you? Oh, my God. He is rough.
You know, we should be in the West End now, having a sit-down meal.
I know.
Mum, stop having a go at her. I'm not having a go at her. I was looking forward to it.
We both were.
Well, you were looking forward to the shopping. It was more my day. Anyway, would it have been nice to give the Queen a bit of support? What with losing her sister and her mother. I feel really sorry for her.
Mum, I'm sure Jessie's just as gutted as you are.
Oh, I know. If it was the other way around, I'd be all apologies. I'd even feel obliged to give Jessie her £40 back.
Oh, here we go. This is what it's all about, is it? Where's your solidarity, Bridget? How am I supposed to know the coach company's going under?
Well, you won't.
She'd have me in the tower. This is what you get for trying to help out.
I don't see what all the fuss about myself.
I mean, what's the Queen done that's any use to me, eh?
Oh, apart from dedicating her whole life to public service and charity work, you mean?
And she's made sure that this country has a tourist trade.
Yeah, people used to look up to her in my day.
It wasn't the Queen that changed, you know. It was everyone else.
Everybody has to be so cynical about their country now. Nobody wants to be seen to be proud of it.
What do? Do you think this is? I'll be showing my pride Friday when we thrash the RGs. Now that I can relate to.
Excuse me, Raymundo.
Actually, I was just having a talk with the wife.
There's something you're not letting on.
Well, yeah, all right. There was a rumour that she was married. Now that I think on.
Oh, what's that now? And what else has slipped your mind?
What
How about
is
his
all
name?
this digging around going to do?
Ray!
OK. His name was Bard. And he was a sailor or something.
What have you known? What ship is he on? I can look it up down the Maritime Museum. What was his first name?
Bard was his first name. He wasn't one of our lads. He was a Scandinavian or something, you know. Hey, I must get another sausage. They seem to be running out.
Christmas '98 when we met. It was a good year, that, wasn't it, eh?
Oh, year 99, first time we...
Yeah.
Very good year.
Yeah, it was a good start to the year, but then, of course, there's all the commuting back and forward between Liverpool and Cardiff every other weekend to see you. Yeah, you're just about worth it, I suppose, weren't you, eh?
2000, we get married.
Yeah, excellent vintage, madam. 2001?
Not the best year, that.
Yeah, thanks to you-know-who.
2002, new place to live. All that's behind us. Good year.
Yeah. Sorry, I got to think about New Year '99 again then.
Oh, we've got to go back. Stop messing.
Got your hands full? Yeah.
Maybe we should give him a tune on the guitar that normally sends people to sleep, doesn't it?
This is really bad of me to ask, but you couldn't come and have another look at our Beth, could you?
What, now?
I know, it's just that she's really feverish again and I'm really worried about her. Please.
Sorry.
Okay. Oh, yeah. Just celebrating another anniversary. You know, the one that comes round every month.
OK, Beth, we'll let Mummy get you off to bed now, shall we? I think she does have a little bit of a virus.
Oh, I knew it.
No, but it's OK, honestly. Just keep her inside, give her plenty of fluids until her temperature goes down. It'll all clear up in a couple of days.
But how come last time?
Honestly, she's fine. Don't worry about it.
Oh, should I bring us to the surgery just in case?
She's no better in 4 or 5 days, but she'll be fine by then.
Right.
Promise, Scat's on her.
OK. And thanks again, Dr. Parr. I'm sorry if you think I'm overreacting.
It's all right. Better to be safe than sorry, I suppose. Anyway, I'll see you later.
Who's that?
Oh, that's you. That's Raymundo.
Seen him around ours. He knows my mum.
I should be showing you all this on my computer. Got my family tree on there. Goes back donkey's years, almost back to those hairy Stone Age fellas. Now there I can see a family resemblance.
Me too. Can we go see the bonfire?
Yeah.
Hi, Raymundo.
Oh. Can I just say hello to Stephanie? She doesn't have to know who I am.
I hear you've had another one of your rare moments of clarity.
Come on, Helen. It all happened a long time ago.
I don't understand you. Yesterday you're all apologies, but you're still keeping things back.
We were getting on so great before all this happened.
Are you going to tell me?
Look, on that board is all of my life. The rest of it I dealt with.
Like with me?
No, not you. You're my daughter, and I love you.
You don't know me. And I'm not sure I really know anything about you.
All right. All right. About 25 years ago, this fella Bard, no one knows what he was doing here. It's probably something to do with the Cod War. Anyway, Sylvia was working in hospitality in the town hall, and that's where they met. Well, she did all the big do's, you see. She used to sneak into the photos on the Echo. She was a good-looking girl, and the photographers used to encourage her. But I seem to think there's a picture on that particular night.
There was a picture in the paper of Sylvia, and this sailor fella she ended up marrying.
Oh, too wrecked to go into town, you know.
Oh, me too. I'm knackered. I just want to get my head down.
Oh, what will Katie?
Well, if we go back to the flat, she'll find us.
Yeah.
Bev, would you tell Katie we've gone upstairs?
Sure.
Cheers. See ya.
Bye.
That tree's going to go up.
Ah, it's safe enough.
That's what I said once. I never heard the last of it either.
sausage bomb.
Are you still eating?
When the next one comes along, I'll organise it. All right?
Jimmy said I can go on the computer and use the internet. Is that okay?
Yeah, as long as he's sure.
Cool. So, how am I doing?
Oh, I think you're winning.
Hey, listen, I'm dead chuffed that you came, you know.
It's only because I brought you those cuttings. Somebody had to sort out that rockery.
No, I'm chuffed.
Well, Steph wanted to know who this bloke was I kept telling her about.
Listen, we could get down to the library tomorrow, you know, and try and find this picture in the archives, if you want, like.
Yeah, of course.
It's just that, you know, after what happened this morning.
Oh, I know. I just felt like I was kidding myself. I mean, this is real. If we can find this news article, then we can find this bloke. Oh, I nearly forgot. Steph picked this out to go on your timeline.
Hey, Nish, get your computer out. I want to email Louise, me pig.
Oh, you're not, are you?
Yeah, she'll love you.
Katie, did you get a picture of that bloke you copped off with? He was rank. I bet you he couldn't believe his luck.
Looking for this shelf?
Well, it's there, where it says the shelf. You give Adele one dot of grief and they will be fishing you out the Mersey.
And you fucking win? Katie! When I left, my daughter and her mate were here, and now they're not. Come on!
Like your mate, Katie, going out with all kinds because she feels crap about herself.
Oh.
That's the next Brookside on Wednesday at 8. Can you imagine what happened when 10 boys were left alone for 5 days in a house full of food and toys? Cutting Edge reveals the chaos next on 4.
Mind you, that wasn't the gig though, was it? You know, it was just find a pig, pull him, snog him, and that was it.
The kip of him. What about the kip of him?
Oh, I didn't see you there.
I know you didn't, I heard you talking. Can't you say it to me face?
We're just surprised, that's all.
Why? Because I brought the pig home. Except over some precious line, did I?
Oh, we didn't expect him to stay the night.
I'm over 16. It's legal.
You didn't, did you?
Wouldn't you like to know? Sort of let myself go, live a little, take my mind off Clint. Oh, I forgot I'm not supposed to mention his name, am I? That was what you wanted, wasn't it?
Yeah, of course.
So, what about the prize for pulling the pig?
Oh, yeah, right, no dishes for a week.
Is that it?
Well, the real prize was Mr. Nice Guy last night, wasn't it? Seeing as you enjoyed yourself so much.
Thought you'd be made up.
Oh, take no notice. She was just surprised when he walked out.
What about you? What did you think?
Well, I've done worse.
Can't win, can I?
Oh, Katie, just forget it. I've got Louise and her mate coming, and I don't want the atmosphere dead gloomy because of what happened last night. It's got nothing to do with Nisha, so she'll just have to get over it, and so will I.
What are you doing with that, Jim?
Getting shot.
What, all of me?
Yeah, keeping the people's bits. Heirlooms, see? History in the making. You want something to remind you of the occasion, don't you?
Ah, like a big burn patch on the middle of your drive.
Oh, yeah, we should have thought about that bonfire a bit more carefully, shouldn't we? Anyway, Mick wouldn't have minded. Give us a lift with this, kid. Ooh, easy does it. Not too heavy for you, is it?
No.
Studying hard, are you?
Oh, cognitive psychology papers soon.
Look at you.
Full research is the key.
Hey, you're preaching to the converted here, kid. I'm using all my old skills to help Helen find her mum.
Oh, any luck yet?
Well, we found out that Sylvia married this sailor fella.
Oh, how?
Probably in a registered office.
How did you find out, smarty pants?
Raimundo said he remembered reading about it in the papers years ago.
Right, and he's just remembered?
Yeah, well, you know what he's like. He's getting on a bit, isn't he? Anyway, we thought we'd have a go tracking down all the details on the newspaper's webpage.
Great.
Yeah. Things are looking up, cadet. Things are looking up. Might not need me tea. Might be over at Helen's. Sorry.
No, it's okay.
Listen, Nick, that day in my room.
No, Jimmy, forget about it. It's okay.
Nicky.
Jimmy, please. Listen, you're not going to get yourself all carried away over this Helen stuff again, are you?
How do you mean, like?
Well, a couple of weeks ago, you got yourself all worried because you didn't want to know you. And now, well, you don't need any disappointment, do you?
Listen, this is just helping someone else. And if we become better mates, well, a little added bonus, innit? See you later.
Shut in.
Hang on a minute.
Oh. Yes! Oh, aren't you clever?
You're not concentrating.
Yes, I am.
Oh, right then, next step.
Oh, morning.
Can I have a word, please?
Sure,
You
yeah.
start, Mum.
Okay, hang about. Cases, aren't they?
Why is he here in the first place?
Well, it's half term, isn't it? He's only waiting for Charmander.
But isn't there anywhere else for him to eat?
Yeah, I could leave him in the flat on his own, playing with a sharp knife.
Oh, come on, Bev, I'm trying not to be funny here. But you know, he's not the best behaved kid in the world, is he? He's getting better.
Mum, it's your turn.
Wait for Mummy, pet.
So, how long's the Charmander gonna be?
Just a few minutes. She's just getting her books. It's Adele.
Adele? After them knocking her on the balcony?
Well, I've got no other option.
Well, she's only a kid, Bev. She wouldn't to sauce him up.
He was having an off day. And anyway, that's my worry.
Hey, well, it becomes mine if she's to look after him in here.
Yeah, well, she won't.
Listen, I'll speak to you later about the World Cup, all right?
Why, getting a game, am I?
See you, Jackie.
See ya.
Did you hear that, eh? Me getting into trouble with my boss because you are getting a reputation.
Not my fault.
And I am telling you now, you give Adele one dot of grief and they will be fishing you out the Mersey.
I'll swim to the sides.
I mean it, Josh.
Have we got anything for the headache? You're dehydrated, you need fluids.
Yeah, and you should get a shower and dress. That'll make you feel better as well.
Want to move?
Oh, well, I'm not having you lying there with Louise's mate coming. She'll think she's walked into a doss house.
Good though she didn't see the pig I brought down last night then, isn't it?
I thought we weren't going to bring that up again.
Don't get ready. Don't want to when you see me like this. Today?
Aces. Any chance of you looking after the girls tonight?
Sorry, with my shifts at work and the hectic social life I'm leading, I won't have a spare minute.
1 forward, 2 back, eh? Well, she's better than she was.
How'd you work that out?
Well, I knew she made a bad choice last night, but she was only having a laugh.
She's demeaning herself.
What?
Well, it's like self-abuse.
Oh, come on. She enjoyed herself.
And did she look like she was enjoying herself last night?
Well, loads to drink and a big hangover. I thought you'd have worked that one out for yourself.
No, it's more than that. She's not happy with herself for what she did last night. And don't be surprised if she does it again.
Oh, she got drunk and went with a minger. Loads of women don't even need a drink to do that.
I reckon it goes a bit deeper than that.
Oh, hey, what psychology book have you been reading?
Well, mock all you like, but self-abuse is more than digging razor blades into your forearms, you know.
He locked Adele and her boyfriend out on the balcony.
Oh, a real scamp, eh?
Oh, Mr. Understatement or what? That kid is going to end up in a secure unit by the time he's 12.
Right, now then, this house move next door.
Yep.
We've got to make sure we don't end up with squatters.
What?
Ray and Jessie.
Well, why would they want to squat?
Well, they're older, they get fixed in the ways, and they might not want to move.
Max, there's no way they'll want to live with us.
Word to the wise, that's all. Now then, here we are. Now, the Building Society, they'll want survey and evaluation due.
What for?
Your father will have to sort out who's doing his conveyancing.
Right, I'll have a word.
Great stuff. Right, well, I'll call our solicitor now. What about your father? Has he got one?
No, but why don't we share solicitors, eh? Half the cost.
Because it'd be a conflict of interest, wouldn't it?
They'd lose money, you mean? You professional classes. And while we're at it, why do we need surveys?
Yeah, well, the Building Society insist on a valuation for the, you know, the mortgage.
Well, how much is that going to cost?
About £200 each, I suppose.
That is a rip-off. They already know the properties.
That's how they make the money.
Come on, then.
Look, we're talking about my fellow professionals here.
Well, Bev Josh should be a surveyor then. He's hard-faced enough.
You look tons better. Still feel fat and bloated. There's no one to pick on you. I'll have to start back at the gym. Oh, I'll train with you. We can go after your shift, girls' night. I don't believe you.
What? Will you get Louise and a mate to come up and you're ready on about going out?
Yeah, well, the girls can come with us.
Just take the opportunity to spend as much time with her as you can. You've taken a couple of days off, especially.
I know, but sometimes it's hard, then.
Why?
Well, because... Well, at times I feel like she doesn't like me.
Oh, I wouldn't go that far. Teenagers and mums is always a nightmare. Remember you and me with me mum?
Yeah.
You haven't had the ideal relationship because of this and that, but there's no reason why things can't get better. Just look on the bright side.
Oh, said with such feeling. It's your hangover making you feel like this, you know.
There's no need to explain, I'm fine.
Oh, yeah, no, just a bit bloated. Will you still be here when I get back from the station with the girls?
Maybe.
Well, when you come and see Louise on your break?
Yeah, I'll put a bit of makeup on, I think, for her. Brighten myself up a bit.
I hope she enjoys herself.
Well, just relax, I'll be okay.
Yeah, we had a brilliant time.
Yeah, it was a good day. Aye, that looks a bit shiny.
Steph helped me choose it.
On the net as well, eh?
Yeah, it's great the way they show an 8-year-old setting it up. I was completely bamboozled with gigs and megs and bites.
Brilliant, isn't it?
Yeah. Makes mine look steam-driven.
Mum's scared of blow because she switches it on.
Oh, is she now? Come on, sit down. Log on to the net, Bruce.
You want me to do it now?
Yes, I do. I've got some good stuff for you there. If we go onto the newspaper's webpage, we might see it all unfold before our very eyes.
Need some help with this first, Mum.
What is it?
Vacan's coursework.
Oh, Steph, you know I hate that stuff. It bores me. Give me maths or science any day. I can't do all this waffly stuff.
I've got all the notes, but I don't know how to kick it off.
Come on, you give Danielle a ring.
They've gone on holiday.
Listen, I'm okay at history. I used to teach it in secondary school.
Oh, yeah? Can you help with it?
Sure, I will, yeah. Let me and your mum just go onto this webpage first, eh?
Thanks.
Can you make us a cup of tea, love, while we get started on this?
I was just about to come and pick you up.
We caught the earlier train.
Well, why didn't you phone and tell me?
Sorry, Mrs. Rogers. It was my fault. Louise was going to phone, but I wanted to come along the waterfront in one of these.
Oh, right. Well, nice to meet you.
Thanks.
Nice luggage. Thanks, mate.
Oh, thanks.
Well, you didn't have to give him that much tip.
So, this is it. It's not bad. It's a health club and restaurant there. Where's the school with that girl that's missing?
Should we go upstairs and then we can show Tanya the sights later?
Which one's your apartment? That one. That's the way in. How many windows does it come along to?
Just the 2.
Hello. Who's this?
This is Tanya, Louise's friend. She's come to stay with us for a couple of days.
I'm Gabby. Are you two at school together?
Yes. Same dormitory and house.
What school?
Ravenspeak.
Oh, I know it. Near Weybridge.
How do you know it?
I was at Carlton Grange.
Oh, we played them at hockey.
Oh, hated hockey.
Same here.
So are you looking forward to staying here then?
Yes. I've heard there's lots to do.
Between the 8th and the 11th centuries.
300 years.
Which is a hell of a long time to be running around Europe with all
Look who's here, everybody.
Hello, Raimundo.
Hello. I didn't expect you to be here.
The net closes round Sylvia, eh?
Well, we're not that close yet. We thought the newspaper's website would be helpful, but it doesn't go back far enough.
Oh, well, that's it then, isn't it?
No, not yet. We can probably go back further in the archives at the Central Library.
It's brilliant, isn't it?
How you doing, Mum?
Hello, love. Look, I was wondering if, do I still need to be talked about as though I was a friend?
Right, make sure you got this
I don't want to rush into something like that.
But I'm her granddad. She should know that.
Well, I'm still trying to get my head around you.
What?
I never knew about you. But you knew about me, and you never looked for me.
Oh, it's hard.
Yeah, well, I'm still finding it hard, so I think we should just ease into this. Just don't want to fix the coffee table while you're here.
That's great, thanks, Mum. Cool, does it do stat calculations?
Oh, it does a lot. It'll even make the toast if you put the right info in.
What? It's a Mum joke. Oh, I see. The place is looking really tidy.
Yeah, well, that's because I've been running around like a mad thing.
She's about to reply to that face in the garage by now.
We won't, because I've took it down.
Why?
Well, what sort of cleaner are you going to get if you recruit from putting a card in a shop window?
We got Mrs. Kennedy from an advert in the hat shop.
There you go.
But the two good ones came through an employment agency.
You've got 3 cleaners.
Yes, but the agency staff are definitely better than Mrs. Kennedy.
Told you.
I don't care, I'll be putting another one up over there.
This your new phone, Mum?
Yeah.
Cool. Does it download games? Or MP3s?
I can just about switch it on and that's it.
We'll sort it for you. We'll program our numbers in.
What are you going to do to entertain
Brilliant.
them?
It's cheap for the rest as well.
Pictures? She probably got her own cinema. I know. Have you seen the Rolex on? She left it lying in the bathroom before.
Well, I wouldn't worry, because she's probably got another couple in her bag.
Listen, a bowl of scouts and a jam bush aren't going to be good enough for her, are they?
Yeah, I think this one downloads games.
Hey, some noise coming out of your place last night.
Oh, it was Pull a Pig, wasn't it?
So we won then? Or lost, rather?
Katie. Should have seen him. He made E.T. look like George Clooney.
What is the matter with her?
It was a one-off.
But happy. Mind you know, it's about time she got back down to some horizontal salsa.
Not with this grog.
Hiya. Hiya. Is Gary not in here?
He was doing the home visits.
Oh, wait. Drink.
Coffee, please. What type is it?
Brazilian, only the best.
She's got to say that. She lived there.
Did you? I might have gone there with my son and my little.
Is this a wind-up?
I can only stick around for chapter 1, but wait till she gets to chapter 4.
Hey, I might want to tell her all the juicy bits about my nights of passion under the Brazilian stars. Hey, I'm not telling you what films the stars were in either.
Bev? Excuse me. Did you sort through the VAT?
Yeah, it's all done. It's on the desk in the office. Hey, and wait till I tell you about me tequila night with some way to go, big one.
Thanks.
You're welcome.
Are we in or out for dinner?
You mean out as in restaurant?
We wondered if we were going into town or eating at the Shelf. I'd like to go into town, go on the ferry.
Yeah, I was thinking of that myself.
I could go shopping as well. I need some new trainers.
Well, maybe tomorrow for the shopping, eh?
Whatever.
So, Tanya, what does your dad do?
This and that, Mum says.
Mean it?
He buys and sells things, which is why he's back and forward to Spain. Tanya's mum said I can go with her.
Oh, in the summer holidays?
No, when we leave here.
What? I mean, pardon?
I've invited Lou. My passport's in order.
Well, no one's discussed this with me.
It's already arranged. Dad sent us the air tickets and everything. We need washing up liquid.
Hang on, when was this sorted out?
Mum phoned. Wants you to call her. She'll give you the details.
Right.
Mom.
Oh, yeah, I'll go and get some. I could do with a breath of fresh air. Right, don't let anyone in.
We're not babies, Mum.
Can I help you?
Oh, yeah. I'm looking for the Shelf.
Well, it's there, where it says the Shelf.
Thanks.
Did you make a list of those other sites?
Sites?
I've saved them under favourites.
Good girl. Oh, listen, by the way, I meant to tell you, Valhalla is spelled double L-A, not a R. Change it.
Ta.
There we are.
one repaired coffee table.
Oh, thanks.
Look at that, Steph. Can we use it now?
Oh, yeah, it's sturdy enough. But I'd give it overnight for the glues are set, you know, just to be on the safe side.
Craftsman, eh?
Oh, it's nothing really.
Mum, look at all this work. Jimmy's done with me.
It's loads. He's a better man than I am.
But, do you understand all that, love?
Oh, yeah. It's made it all dead clear.
Being methodical's the key, and a well-planned intro and conclusion give it a bit of direction. Plus, earn you a few extra marks.
He knows his stuff, doesn't he?
So, how are you getting on with this computer search thing, then?
Oh, drawn a blank. It's off down the library.
Do you think we'll find Auntie Sylvia?
It's anyone's guess at this stage.
Well, that's me done then.
Do you want a cup of tea?
No, thanks, love. No, I promised Jessie I wouldn't be too long. You know, I've got a couple of things to do at the bungalow.
No, got a bit more to do on the conclusion, haven't you?
I'll be off then.
Oh, well, look, thanks for that.
Oh, it's all right. Look, don't see me out. It's okay.
Bye. Which diagram should I use?
I'd come for that one.
Let's have a look.
So you're looking for another partner?
No. I mean, I wouldn't mind one every now and then, like for some things, but they gotta do your feet, don't they? Anyway, listen to me. As if I've got time to find a fella. Single mum, full-time job. Josh might be ready for some man in our lives anyway.
Is he more settled?
Yeah, till he gets bored.
Well, all credit to you for struggling through. Just been hearing about your manager's interesting life. Makes the rest of us sound like a closed order of nuns.
Oh, I could do with their peace and quiet sometimes.
Excuse me, little girl's room.
Doesn't look very professional, you know.
What?
Well, lounging around the bar.
Well, it's part of my job to entertain customers.
With gossip.
What is gossip, Jackie? Sharing stories of mine and customers' lives.
Bev, you just need to make sure that you don't get stuck with one customer.
It's hardly packed round here, is it? And excuse me for feeling a little bit paranoid, but it's like you're getting on my case at every opportunity.
Oh, come on, I just went on a fishing bar run, that's all.
And I do a good job here. But most of my time off duty is spent looking after Josh, so this place doubles as my social life. And I know it's sad, and I'm not moaning, but talking or gossiping to customers is what helps keep me sane. And to find out all sorts.
Yeah, I'm sure.
Yeah, like your mate Katie, going out with all kinds because she feels crap about herself.
What?
Oh, I'd tell you more, but you might think I was being unprofessional. Yes, sir. What can I do for you?
Louise? Lou? Louise? Tanya? Oh, God, I thought it was them.
What?
The girls. They're not here.
Yeah, look, I've done another advert for a cleaner, so I want to check it out with your approval before I put it in the garage.
Katie, they've gone.
Hello? No, it's her sister Katie. Just hold on. Lucy, Tanya's mum. Tell her I'm not here. Do that.
Hiya, Lucy. How are you?
Right, that's the solicitor sorted.
Oh, yeah? How much will that cost?
I get a discount. He's in the round table. By the way, I've invited Ray and Jessie to come up and look round.
At what?
The new home.
Yeah, but Max, the bedrooms are all exactly the same.
I know, but I want them to feel ownership of this place.
Bro, you're not still on about your squatters theory, are you?
They're coming round later. I was wondering if you could show them round.
No, well, I'm on my lunch, so I'll leave that lovely task to you.
Oh, you're all hot.
What's that supposed to mean?
Hey, touchy.
Oh, yeah, well, it's Bev.
What's she been up to now?
Just her general attitude, slapdash.
Well, I did warn you, didn't I? You've got her in the bar and the she-devil in the club, the dream team.
Well, I have to say, I have been knocked out by Sammy's performance.
Oh, right. Who's she been seducing now?
No, I'm serious. She is the best front-of-house person we've had. She's efficient and she sells memberships like no one I've ever seen.
Oh, is she your busy mate now?
Well, I never thought I'd see the day when I appreciated Sammy Rogers. But Bev, now she is my big problem.
Oh. Yeah, they've just popped downstairs. OK, I'll tell you you'll call her later. Thanks, bye. Where are they?
They won't have gone far.
The front door was wide open. Where the hell are they?
What are you flapping for? They just come up here on a train journey on their own.
Because I'm trying to be responsible. I've got to go and find them. Come on, we'll look round.
I'm due back in work.
Katie! When I left my daughter and a mate were here, and now they're not. Come on.
Hello, love. Had a successful day over there. Fixed the coffee table. You'll never guess who was there.
Who?
Jimmy Corker.
Oh, yeah. He's helping you find this Sylvia, isn't he?
No, it's for Stephanie and Helen, really.
You're right in there, though, aren't you? Suddenly remembering that this Sylvia got married some years ago. It was Nicky who let slip you a little bit of information.
Let slip? You're making it sound all mysterious.
Well, it's a mystery to me how you can suddenly remember a detail like that.
Well, some things slide away with time, don't they?
Or convenience. I don't know why you keep these little secrets.
It's not a secret.
Then why didn't you tell me? I'd like to know any more non-secrets you've got. Well, maybe I wouldn't.
Any sign? No way. I've tried. They didn't program the numbers in. They said they were going to. I turned me back for 5 minutes.
Maybe you're overreacting.
Oh, I don't think so.
But this is Louise. I mean, she ran away to Richard and she got there okay.
Yeah, well, she's not there.
I know. I'm just saying she can look after herself.
Oh, my God. There was some fella hanging round.
When?
Well, when I left the girls on their own, he came into the flat, said he was looking for the shelf.
Well, he might have been.
No, there was something about him. What if something's happened to them? I just want them here safe.
She don't look right to me.
And the doctor said it's just earache or tummy bug or whatever.
I mean, if he's up, you're worried. If he's down, you're worried. What do you want, a man with no life?
Yeah, Jackie's worried in case Harry and Emma catch something.
Is it contagious? No, you've just poked your nose in where it doesn't belong.
Pricked your conscience, have I?
I don't get involved in your business, so you don't get involved in mine. Couldn't get me dad. What?
That's all happening next on 4, and Rachel is freaking out. More Brookside coming up. Remember, Big Brother's at 10, and tonight the house who is up for eviction.
The end of the quit. Signed his name on the leaf, which was just fallen from a nearby tree.
Yeah, Rach. There you go. Maybe Teddy.
There's no point in staying in a mood about it.
I'm not in a mood. I just can't believe what you did.
We got a video.
No, you left here without telling me you were going out, got on a bus and then went for a video.
Tanya's never been on a bus before. It's either taxis or one of the cars.
Well, all you had to do was ask. We could have all got on a bus and took you wherever you wanted. But instead, you had me and Katie out looking for you. And then, to top it all, Tanya's mum phoned and wants to speak to her.
She wasn't too angry when I explained.
Do you know how close I came to phoning the police because of what you two did?
The police?
Yes. There was some strange fella hanging round. I mean, he could have been a pervert for all I know.
A pervert? What did he look like?
Never mind.
Sorry. You don't have to keep on apologising to her.
Oh, this is one big joke to you, isn't it? Tanya's mum left me in charge, trusted me, thought she'd be safe, but you two went away from that safety. Do you understand how serious that all is?
We're more grown up than everybody thinks.
Oh, well, I'm glad you've said that, because with growing up comes responsibility, which neither of you two showed. You made a complete fool of me in front of Tanya's mum, so when you finish your breakfast, you can get out of my sight and go get dressed.
Oh, what's this?
Celebration time.
Don't tell me you've actually put the toilet seat down.
Oh. No, think romance.
Oh, anniversary, is it?
Look, do you want me to put this away?
Just put me out of my misery, will you?
Oh, come on, you can try a bit harder than that.
Oh, come on, just tell me.
It's a year ago today since we had our first kiss.
Oh, aren't you romantic?
See, you did remember, didn't you?
Hey, yeah, of course I did. So come on, what have we got?
Well, we have fresh fruit and cereal from the 5 corners of Liverpool.
Well, I could be really pushy, you know, and say that a cooked breakfast would have been nice.
But that would go cold.
Yeah. Not if I ate it right away.
But that will stay fresh for at least half an hour.
Huh?
Hey, what about the kids?
On Kids Playtime Network. Big Ben's big house.
Hey, a kiss was good enough this time last year.
Sure you'll be okay?
Well, I'm all for trying. Got the sniffles, haven't you, darling?
Did she sleep all right?
On and off. She was a bit hot at first and she wasn't settled, so I brought her in with me.
Oh, Rachel, I've told you not to do that.
Yeah, I know, and I've said the same to Jackie, but... Well, it's all right for you. You don't have to think about your dad and Ray and Jessie. You can't really relax when she's crying and you know it's disturbing them.
We'll have to watch They Don't Evict Us.
Don't say that.
Well, they didn't consider us in the move next door, did they? Anyway, if I get this new job tomorrow, the money will help us move to our own place.
She's got a temperature.
Have you got a thermometer in the palm of your hands, have you?
Ha, serves you right for being sarcastic, doesn't it, Beth? Your daddy's sarky, isn't he?
You know what? I'll be glad when I get this finally done, you know, Rach.
Time's your appointment?
1.
At least you get a couple of hours sleep.
Right, I'll go up then.
She don't look right to me.
And the doctor said it's just earache or tummy bug or whatever. It doesn't feel too warm to me.
Got a thermometer in the palm of your hands, have you? You go up, I'll get her ready to go to Jackie's.
OK. See you later.
I don't know, it's like we've got the chance to change someone's life.
What happens if you find her and she doesn't even want to be found?
Well, all right, one step at a time. No need to put a downer on it, Nicky.
It's good to see him so happy again, isn't it?
Great.
And I've finished my book, Native Son. I think I'm definitely an existentialist now.
All right, meaning?
Well, it means that you're responsible for your own actions, even if it's the worst thing on earth, like killing somebody. You never say I was forced to do it or somebody made me do it.
Oh, well, yeah.
Yeah, and see, I never used to understand what Mick used to go on about when he used to get into bad stuff. But he always used to say, Jay, you've got a choice.
Later, kids.
See ya.
Oh, bad, Mickey. But don't blame anybody if it goes wrong.
Raymundo!
I was just keeping an eye on things, you know, making sure it all runs smoothly.
Bet you can't wait till it's finished, eh?
Yeah, especially as Ron and Max are swapping houses and me and Jessie are some sort of afterthought.
Swapping houses?
Yeah, it's crazy, isn't it?
They're both the same.
There's a bit more room in Ron's, that's why Max wants it.
Oh, that's the middle classes for you. Bigger properties look better to the mates down at the golf club, don't they? Listen, me and Helen are off to the library.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, we should find out something about Sylvia and then, who knows?
Yeah, who knows?
Look, I know we've had words about all this stuff, but we're all adults, and there's probably a few ups and downs to go yet, but you and me, we've got to make sure that we stay mates, like we were before Helen came on the scene, yeah?
Yeah, of course.
See ya.
Score?
10 out of 10. You?
4. What? We're all talking about the paint on the ceiling, aren't we?
Come on. Must be worth an 8, surely.
After the hospital and the bus stop.
That was an emergency.
Yeah, well, things will never be the same.
Just think, a couple of weeks from now, we'll be lying miles away, next door, staring at your father's ceiling.
Oh, it makes sense. More room, and we can convert the garage if we want.
Solicitors' fees, survey fees, land search.
Oh, it's supposed to be a special day.
Sorry, darling.
Right, should we go out tonight?
I've got Lynn Raff coming around with a charity boat. British Heart Foundation or something, so no can do.
Oh, pity. I was enjoying our first kiss anniversary celebration.
How's about lunch?
Yeah, okay.
Start us now.
Right now. Your turn, Big Ben. Hiya, it's Rachel here. I'm just phoning up about Beth. I'm not sure what's wrong with her. She's very warm and she's been awake most of the night. Well, can't the doctor do a home visit? I'm just a bit worried about bringing her out. She's really not well. OK, I'll see how she is in a bit. Bye.
What did they say?
Can we bring her to the surgery?
They never want to come out, do they?
I'd take her around there, but I think she's got a bit worse.
Have you got anything for the temperature?
Yeah, I've got some paracetamol medicine. Yeah, I'll see to her. You go to sleep.
Oh, Rachel, I couldn't with her crying.
Well, she's stopped now. Go on, you go up.
Maybe you should take her to the doctors.
I don't think she's well enough. And I've got Harry and Emma to mind.
She'll be taking her next door anyway.
can't afford to lose the money.
Well, I'll tell you what, I'll take her to the doctor's then.
No, they can come here. I'll give her half an hour or so, and if the medicine hasn't worked, I'll call them again.
Do you think Louise and Tanya's ears have stopped ringing yet?
Oh, they'll be sorry they went for that video.
Not that I blame Sammy. I mean, it was a bit out of order.
Just take your seat, or you're not kidding. Tanya's nice, but she's a bit grown up for her age. Mummy's that nanny for making a pass of Daddy. What a kid.
Have you got Catherine Easton's biochem, please?
I put them on the front of a note.
Oh, I must have fallen off then.
Mr. Silver's been on from the infirmary. Wants some details about a patient you sent him with a leg ulcer.
Oh, yeah, which one?
Mary McCarthy.
You're joking, the man's an idiot. I've spoken to him twice about this now.
It's on bacteriology. There you go.
Oh, cheers. Can you send Mr. Silver a copy of results of the swabs we took, please?
OK, Rachel Dixon's been on the phone as well about her daughter.
What now?
She's not very well.
You don't say. So is she coming in then?
She might do later.
All right, OK.
Bit of an old worry guts, Rachel, isn't she?
Oh, she's just dead caring. Oh, Sammy could have done with a leaf out of her book when Louise was first born. Then she wouldn't be in this position. Hey, you two, settle down.
They're all right. It'll be odd when they're running round next door.
Oh, I know.
Any news on the move?
Yeah, in a couple of weeks. So, if you've got any spare time, could you give us a hand with our packing? Well, we'll give you a few, Bob. But listen, speak to our Mike and see what he says. I don't want us falling out again.
Yeah, well, little cherub's a bit peaky.
Oh, how peaky?
What?
Well, last time Beth had a cold, she passed it on to Harry and Emma.
Oh, well, I can take her home if you want.
Oh, no, they'd be OK.
Morning.
Oh, Rachel was just saying that Beth isn't too good.
Oh, dear.
Yeah, Jackie's worried in case Harry and Emma catch something.
Is it contagious?
Well, no, but you just don't want the kids getting sick, do you?
Well, they get all kinds of coughs and colds at their age, and if they're in a creche, well, they pick up all sorts.
Yeah, and well, if it is measles or something, the kids have had their jabs, it'll be OK.
What do you think it is, measles?
Oh, no, I'm just saying.
When I were a lad, you know, we used to have measles parties.
What?
Well, if your mum and dad knew somebody who had measles, you take them round there and play with them so they pick it up. Mumps, chicken pox, all those childhood things. You get the disease, you have the immunity for life.
Sounds medieval to me.
Well, it worked. Bye, you two. Oh, and I'll see you later for our celebration luncheon.
Is it your anniversary?
No, but it's a year since we had our first kiss.
Oh, and do you celebrate when you had your first?
Don't even go there.
When we go to Spain, will we be able to ride? Yes. Dad's getting Martinez, the stable boy, to set your horse aside. As long as it's not too big. Don't worry. We'll get you one that's easy to handle.
Excuse me, girls. Don't be getting carried away with spending time in Spain, because Louise isn't going. And do you know why? Because you two can't be trusted together.
Oh, but the tickets are booked.
Well, they'll just have to be unbooked.
You can't do that.
Well, I'll speak to your mum. We can tell the insurance Louise is sick. I'm sure your mum will understand.
But where will I go when Tanya goes to Spain?
Back on the train to Richard.
What can I do for you?
You can stop hypnotising me, Katie.
Why have you attended the medical centre?
I've cut my hand. Skin's off 3 knuckles. It don't need stitching. Probably just a bit of old bandage.
We don't do old bandage. The nurse will decide the appropriate treatment.
Suits me. So how are you doing anyway? Gorgeous.
So you're giving you a bit of trouble there, Katie? She's trying.
You all right, sis?
What have you done?
I've come to see Katie.
Can you do us a favour, Nish? Can you finish the details? I'm getting a headache.
Look, I'm sorry. I'm just having a laugh, that's all.
Have a way with women, don't you?
I used to.
Excuse me while I fall asleep.
Hey, I'm serious.
Name, please.
Nick Howard. Katie, look, I'm sorry for upsetting you, but well, can I make it up to you? You know, I'll take you for a drink or something.
No.
Can't be any clearer than that.
Don't care. Change my tactics. She might weaken.
Hey, have you seen that fella hanging around?
What fella?
Well, he was in a car. I seen him driving around and, well, hanging about. He was just odd, that's all.
Oh, well, maybe he was simply waiting for somebody from the gym or the doctors or, well, anywhere. Listen, before we have him down as some crazed sex offender, shall we enjoy our lunch?
Yeah.
Cheers.
Hey, and he said it wouldn't last.
Yes, what do they know? Children all right?
Yeah, I asked Rachel to phone me if there was any problems.
Did you ask her about helping with the packing?
I did, yeah, but she was a bit hesitant at first, but I said we'd pay her.
Oh, well, fair dues. Can't argue with that.
Good. Because a bit skint at the moment, and if we can help out, we should.
Are you here for lunch?
Yes.
Oh, won't be a minute and I'll join you. Gary, can't you join us in the bar for lunch? Oh, well, you're always busy, but you need a break.
Oh, well, never mind that. You need more than a sandwich. Come round here, we're waiting. We won't take no for an answer. Wonderful. Now we can make a foursome.
Just hold on a minute. Dr. Rachel Dixon's on the phone again.
Oh, tell her to come to the practice.
Rachel, doctor says, can you come to the practice? Well, the thing is, surgery's finished and it's just the clinics now, but you can bring her along, we can get someone to have a look at her. But the house calls are already being made and we can't just add them. I'm really sorry, but if you can bring her over here. OK, bye.
What'd you say?
She's going to bring it over as soon as she can.
They think we could just drop everything, don't they? Right, I'm off to lunch.
Oh, you got a lunch break, do you?
Yeah, time management, sister, time management.
Has that builder gone?
Why? Do you want to see him again?
No way.
Nice bum.
I thought you preferred to get tetanus in the arm.
Yeah, well, I wanted to show what a real pain in the butt was like. Am I hearing things?
What?
You? That's the first time I've heard you laugh properly in ages. And hey, he'll be back, you know.
Who?
That Nick the builder.
I don't care.
I know he's a bit lively, but he's better than some dead leg, isn't he?
I'm not interested in him.
Wait until you hear Jimmy's news.
We've found her. Well, the newspaper article turns out Helen's ma married some Scandinavian geezer called Bard.
So if they're still together?
Helen might get her ma back. Brill or what?
Yeah, that's great. But did you realise you had an appointment with the CPN this morning?
Oh, forget about that. Listen, you should have seen the face on Helen. Mega chuffed she was.
Jimmy, the nurse came here. I couldn't tell her where you were. It was embarrassing.
Well, can't you just arrange another appointment?
Yeah, well, they like to keep tabs on him to make sure that he's stabilised.
Get her on the phone, tell her I'm sorted. Right, Bug.
How can he be like that when he lets someone down?
Yeah, and he's just come a step closer to helping someone find the mum.
Yeah, well, he gets too excited with all these things.
Give him a break, will you? I mean, if he's up, you're worried. If he's down, you're worried. What do you want, a man with no life? Just discharge him, Nicky.
Can I have a chicken salad and a pineapple juice, please?
Hey, I'll get this.
Oh, no, you're all right.
No, honest, I insist. You want a healthy eating cake?
Me? No, not really. I just don't want to look like a tank on the beach, you know.
All right, where are you going?
I don't know. Gabby just chooses somewhere hot and sunny and I just burn the plastic.
Can I have a cheese salad sandwich, please? Listen, they'll bring that order over.
Cheers. Did Mrs. Dixon bring a child?
No, not yet.
Can't be that urgent, then, can it?
Is Rachel's baby sick?
I'm sorry, I was talking shop.
No, it's just that my kids are with her.
Really, it's nothing serious. Don't worry about it.
All right, well, I'll pop round after lunch.
I was just asking Max how everything was after your problem.
Oh, well, I was expecting pain for a few months after, and they gave me this leaflet about maybe getting depressed, but you know what, I've been dead lucky.
I'm amazed at how well she's done.
Our big worry was how hard it might be to conceive again.
Well, I don't really want to hold a full gynae clinic before the desserts arrive, but we'd usually advise that you wait about 3 months before trying again.
Oh, well, that's okay. We weren't actually trying when I got caught.
What's a slick chick like you doing getting caught pregnant anyway?
Well, I was taking antibiotics for a chest infection, and as I now know, they can sometimes make the pill ineffective.
Your doctor needs a good slap round the legs.
Do you know where she is, please? Out to lunch where? Right, OK. Can you ask her to call Rachel as soon as she gets back? Thanks very much. Bye. Auntie Jackie's not in, so as soon as Daddy gets back, we'll get you to the doctor's. OK?
You better bring your bags through, girls. We'll be getting off soon.
Tanya and I have got something to say. We're both really sorry, and we realise we were very silly to walk out of here without telling you. And I knew it was wrong, Mum, but please, we're begging you, please let me go to Spain with Tanya. I promise we'll be really sensible.
I'm not sure.
Please, Mum.
Hello? Oh, hiya. It's your mum, and then I'll have a wed.
Thanks.
You've got some good stuff here, haven't you?
Yeah, not bad.
That Bev's a real character.
She's a noisy character, screaming and shouting at her son all day.
Oh, crazy Josh, he can be a little monster when he
He's
wants.
just high-spirited.
I agree, and she does have a hard time of it.
Oh, come on. She's got a decent flat. She manages this place. She's doing better than most.
Struggling along on her own.
She tells a fine tale, does Bev.
She can lay it on with a trowel.
Yeah, sob story after sob story.
Well, it didn't sound too much of a sob story that Josh's dad doesn't do his bit for his son. And I think it's a shame and men...
Is that what she says?
Oh, it's your brother, isn't it?
Yeah.
I think we'd better draw a line under that one.
Yes, let's.
Fine. But nothing against you, Jackie, but if your brother's got responsibilities,
Oh, Gabby,
you should
come
really
on,
see to them.
please.
Right, well, I better make a move.
What's on your back?
Dinner.
I'm so sorry about that.
Oh, it's all right. Sometimes people, they just get in over their heads and rush into saying things, and, well, before they know it, they've not properly thought it out, and, well, they just end up getting in over their heads. Would you like a drink?
Yeah, I know, Lucy. Oh, I gave them a right telling off. Spain. Well, I'm just mulling over it now. Excuse me, it's Mike, isn't it? Jackie's brother?
Yeah, you're the doctor's wife?
Yeah.
Hiya.
I was talking to Bev before, and I was just wondering, well, she needs a bit of help.
What sort of help?
With Josh. You know he's a bit of a handful.
Hang on a sec, hang on. If Bev needs help, she'll come and see me.
That's just it, she won't tell you herself. And he's getting more of a handful, and, well, I just wondered if you ever thought about taking him out, or spending just a little bit of time with him.
And what's this got to do with you?
I'm just trying to make you look at your responsibilities.
No, you've just poked your nose in where it doesn't belong.
Pricked your conscience, have I? Because you do have responsibilities to your son.
Listen, I don't get involved in your business, so you don't get involved in mine. Any of it.
Please, Mum.
Go and get your coats on, the taxi will be here in a minute.
We'll never do anything like this again.
It's too big a risk.
Not anymore, we've changed. Please, Mum.
OK, you can go.
Thanks, Mum. Thanks.
Go on, you. Go and put your coat on.
I'm really sorry, Mum.
Yeah, I know you are. I just get so scared. I really miss you, Lou. And I'm just worried that one day you won't love me and you won't want to come back here and live with me.
I'll always love you, Mum, no matter where you are.
Mike, thank God. She's getting worse. She's boiling out and Tracy. She's hardly moving.
Where is she?
She's in the kids' room. She's been gradually getting worse, and I phoned you and they said you were aqua.
Don't mind, it's just like what happened to our Harry. We better get him to the doctor.
They won't come out. I've asked them.
Well, let's get her around there then.
No, I want an ambulance, Jackie. I want to take her to hospital.
Mike, take it in my car.
No, what if she collapses or something, Jackie? Just get me an ambulance now.
Katie, did Mrs. Dixon get in touch again?
No.
Good, one must be okay then, eh?
Are you starting the diabetic clinic now?
Yeah, bring them in, please.
David Schofield, Dr. Parr, please.
I thought we were getting a black cab again.
Well, we're not this time. And listen, you know that chain around your neck? You leave it lying around far too much.
She lost one at school, didn't you, Tanya? I've lost two.
Well, you should take more care. Your mum and dad have to work really hard to afford that sort of jewellery.
Dad gets them made. Our jeweller does them. You two off now? Yeah.
You take care, okay? Thanks. Let's go, honey. See ya.
Transport miles. Rich, fine. Hold it, one. Which ticket?
I don't like it, Mike. They're making it sound really serious. They're going to start doing tests immediately.
Let's just play she's okay.
How's your hand, lad?
It's all right. Can't feel the pain anyway. I'm in love.
Right. Hey, listen, don't forget to countersink those screws, will you? I may want to stain it later on.
Top tip, Mr. Hilton.
He's a good lad, you know. He listens.
Right, did you speak to Jimmy?
No.
Well, he found her.
What?
Well, a photograph of her at any rate, and
Oh, it's too much.
well, that's what I keep trying to tell Jimmy. But he's so excited.
No, it's too much for me. Dragging up me past.
Do you think that Jimmy might lose it, mate?
Helen doesn't know what she's getting herself into. Her or Stephanie.
Maybe you've got to accept that. Like, they might become an item.
Never. No, I'm going to put a stop to it. I mean, he could lose it any time, couldn't he? I mean, and he could do untold damage to Helen, to Stephanie, and to himself.
Come on. Come on. Couldn't get me dad. What? What's the matter?
The doctor's seen her.
Rich, what's happened?
They reckon it could be meningitis.
Oh, my God, no.
Oh, please?
The least we can do is report him for incompetence and change doctors.
Well, I'm telling you now, if he did to my kid what he did to her, he would be dead.
I'm just frightened. I'm frightened of what's going to happen.
That's tomorrow at 8 on 4. Up next, things are going from bad to worse for Dr. Green in ER.
Hi, good morning. This is Paul Griffiths here at Chester. Weather today starting off Saturday with a few outbreaks of rain. Good news is bright, sunny, but...
Your interview? What time are you supposed to be there?
It's the least of our worries.
You were really looking forward to it. You can't just not go.
I'll just phone and cancel.
Perhaps I'll make it for another time.
Yeah, maybe. I'm not worried about anything but ahead at the moment. Rachel, you must know what it is by now.
You have to wait for the culture to grow.
I'm not the part for the way he's treated her.
Mike, I'm as upset about him as you are. But we have to take into account how many patients he has and how many false alarms he has to deal with.
I don't care about anyone else, just her. He could have come to see her. He hasn't got to travel miles.
Listen, go and see about the interview and wind down. Get something to eat as well if you want.
No, Rachel, I can't eat.
Yeah, but go on phone. I honestly think she's over the worst now. And you better phone home as well. Everybody will be waiting for some news.
Okay.
That was lovely, thank you very much.
Well, not quite up to yesterday's standards, delivered to the bedroom.
No, well, today isn't special, is it? Children all right?
Yeah, they seem fine. We're just going to have to keep a close eye on them. There's not much more we can do, is there?
No. What were Beth's first symptoms?
High temperature and general listlessness. Poor Rachel must be out of her mind. I suppose it is meningitis.
Yeah, well, she's in the right place, and there's no point in us speculating what it might be.
I know, but it can be really infectious, can't it?
Yeah, it can, but there's no point getting into a state until we know for sure. Rachel can be a real faffer, you know? If Beth sneezes, then it's pneumonia.
I know, but they have kept it in all night.
Yeah, if it's anything that can infect Harry and Emma, they'll be letting us know. Gary Parr would pick up on anything serious, so there's no point worrying unduly, eh?
I told her I was going to ring her at this time. She doesn't listen.
Get real, Sammy. You know, she came here with a mate, she had a good time, but she's in a different place now, having another good time with different people.
Sun, beach, sun cream, I'm quite jealous, actually.
Yeah, I wouldn't phone you if I was there, neither would you.
Oh, I know I'm being selfish, but I just miss her. That's what this is all about.
You need your mind taken off her. Let's go on a night out, give you something to look forward to.
Oh, I'll see.
What about you, Nish? Are you up for it?
I'll see what kind of a day I have.
Well, you listen to the pair of you. It's like living with Ray and Jessie.
Yeah, well, it's all right for you. I mean, I'm missing Louise. You haven't got a care in the world.
Well, you two can suit yourselves. I'm going out on the pool tonight.
And that's only to keep it to beat. He shoots. Yes! Another brilliant save for the legendary Tommy Lawrence!
Who?
You ever told me? Go and get that, will you? I'll get my breath back.
You sure Beth doesn't mind looking after the children?
No, of course you won't. And I can't take the kids to the hospital with me, can I? And under the circumstances, we all have to rally round.
Well, we can meet there if you like for lunch. We can catch up then.
All right, but can we find a table for two so I'm not invaded by the paws?
I thought you liked them.
Yeah, I do. I just don't like being dropped on by uninvited guests. And I want you all to myself. And she is far too attractive.
I hadn't noticed.
Or me, him. So table for two?
Right then. And given that Beth makes a speedy recovery, we can start talking about our planned move.
I thought that was all sorted out.
Yeah, the paperwork is, but I can see a logistical nightmare as moving next door while they move here.
No. As long as we all keep moving. You know, us at the back door, them at the front. We'll cope.
I wish it was as simple as that, but I can see a lot of furniture out on the close with nosy neighbours and disaster if it rains, and then there's Ray and Jessie.
My dad's lodgers.
Morally speaking, yeah, but technically I can see them having a lot of rights as far as staying next door is concerned.
No, that can't be right. I mean, my dad's let them stay there out of the good of his heart.
The law is the law, and complicated too, especially where property's concerned.
Do you know what? You think too much. Let's sort it out on a napkin and Barbrucky later, eh? OK.
Safe, Grandad!
Thanks, son. Listen, I have to go down to the hospital. Little Beth's not very well and the mum and dad need some support.
Oh, but you're supposed to be minding me today.
Yeah, I know I was, son. I'm very sorry, but come on. Let's go and see your mum and I'll make it up to you, I promise.
Your dad's on his way round. He knows there's nothing he could do, but he wants to come round anyway. And I rang about that interview. He said for me to phone when I think I can make it, but they're going to start recruiting.
There's been some news. The doctor's been. It is meningitis.
Tell me exactly what they said.
Well, it's not the bacterial one, which is really bad, and they don't think they'll have to do any more tests like a lumbar puncture. So it could have been a lot worse. They said we've just got to sit with her and she's probably going to be all right soon.
Probably.
They can't say it with 100% certainty.
I suppose not. Why should have been here with your age when they told you?
They understood. We should be relieved, Mike. Oh, look, I know this might sound a bit mad, but I really think it'd be a good idea if you went for this interview.
Don't talk stupid, Rachel.
She's going to be all right, and her job's important to you.
It's not as important as what she is.
It's important to all three of us, for the future. We want to get back on our feet, and this job's the first step.
I'm not leaving you.
Don't you ever?
Not for some stupid interview.
Well, we'll shelve the interview for now. We'll see how the day goes.
She'll pull through. She's got to.
Yeah, of course she will.
So, what's the latest?
Well, she's still got a very high temperature and a headache. Scandalous, you know. They couldn't get that doctor out. They had to take her straight to the hospital.
Well, why couldn't they get the doctor out?
Well, I don't know. He said it was probably just some childhood virus thing.
What? He wouldn't come out and say it?
Well, I don't want to be bad-mouthing him, but yeah, it seems to be that way.
That is disgusting. And the amount of money they get paid.
Tell me about it. Anyway, the hospital have been absolutely brilliant, and they should have the results of the test soon, which just leaves us with...
Any news, Dad?
Oh, hi, you love. No, nothing since first thing. I'm just on my way up there.
Right, well, I'll come with you.
OK, yeah, where's the kids?
In the car.
You want to be careful. You heard about that weirdo hanging around the parade?
Well, I was only going to leave them in there for a minute while I asked you if you'd mind looking after them for a bit, you know, while I nip with me dad.
Well...
Oh, thanks.
And finally, good old Mr. Wilson.
Well, his BP's back to an acceptable level after increasing his lisinopril to 20 milligrams. This is meant to be your afternoon off.
Yeah, I know, and I'm going to enjoy it as soon as I leave here. So is that it, then?
Mrs. Blackwell has threatened to leave the practice after being told it would cost her £20 to have her passport application signed.
Has it been explained to her that we barely have time for medical needs, let alone passport applications, when she could go elsewhere?
Yeah, and she wasn't impressed.
So she's taking her whole family to another practice then?
That's the threat.
Excellent. Because they are, as we say, medically speaking, a pain in the rectum. So that's it then, yeah?
You go, Doctor. Just go.
Right, as soon as I've tidied up my desk. So, how are things in Pulla Pigland?
Please, Doctor, you make it sound so cheap.
I'm just curious.
I've taken an oath of confidentiality to my friends, I'm afraid.
But how is Katie coping, seriously?
Well, she seems to be okay, and then we found her in the depths of despair. Like it was only yesterday that he died and not a year ago.
Well, maybe a girls' night out is exactly what she needs.
Well, it was her who suggested it. So you never know what the night might bring.
Harry and Emma won't need injections. We'll have to keep an eye on them. Nobody really knows where she caught it from.
And Dr. Parr couldn't be bothered anyway.
We can't keep blaming him, mate.
Rachel, you're just too nice.
All right, but he's still got to be our doctor when all this is over. We've got to forgive him for one slip-up.
I don't see why.
Look, is there anything me and Max can do?
Not that I can think of, but thanks.
Well, what about transport? Hey, do you want to borrow my car?
Yeah, that'd be great, wouldn't it, Mike?
Yeah, thanks, but listen, Rach, the least we can do is report him for incompetence and change doctors.
Right, that's me out to lunch.
You know, I always suspected that.
And you've been here since 7:30 in the morning. Would you get out of here and find out that there's a world outside?
All right, I'm going. Sort of popping on Mr. Griffin anyway. Have you got his results
I'm
back?
not discussing anything else. Nothing is urgent. Now, go and buy a CD or something, or do I have to throw you out myself?
As if you could.
Might need a diversion for a bit. Take his mind off things until we know she's definitely on the mend.
So what should we do with him then?
Well, he should have gone for an interview. If he phones up and rearranges, he could still make it today. Talk him into it, Ron.
Don't worry, love. We'll see to it.
Look, I'm going to have to get off, but what about you, Rach? You look worn out.
I'm all right. If you keep your eye on Mike for a couple of hours, then I won't have two of them to worry about.
Adele, I wouldn't be asking if it wasn't an emergency. I'll pay you double. Well, of course it's about the money. It's always about the money. Double time and a half. All right. How's your Jackie getting back?
Taxi, she's very keen to give Harry and Emma the once over. Thank God it's only viral meningitis.
Still meningitis, though.
Yeah, we've got to keep very careful with who she's been in contact with.
Do I still have to keep colouring in with his kids?
Yes, you do. Now, come here. Come on.
Are you sure you know what you're looking for?
A rash or something?
No, I think it's better to get proper information.
Not from him, though. I mean, imagine not even nipping around to see her, eh? Now, you, go and keep Harry and Emma company.
You sure you'll be all right with those two?
Yeah, born childminder, that one.
Oh, well, it's a very emotional time. I'd reserve judgments on that one.
Well, I tell you, they're in medical school. They're supposed to be studying, but instead they're getting drunk and playing pranks, nicking mascots. I've seen it in the films.
Yeah, but I don't think doctors' films reflect what really happens in medical schools.
I'm telling you now, if he did to my kid what he did to her, he would be dead. It's disgusting.
How'd you go on?
Blew it. How come? Mickey Mouse Company.
Well, it's regular days, isn't it?
Yeah, minimum wage.
So you told them where to stick it, did you?
No, not straight away. I asked them how long I'd be on the minimum wage for, and they said till I was promoted to sergeant.
Sergeant?
Yeah, and get this. That pays a guaranteed 3% above the minimum.
Oh, break out the champagne, eh? You'd be getting the high life.
It's gonna provide for me family.
Michael, you're doing your best, son. We all know that.
Yeah. She'd never have come here today. Let's get back to the hospital.
Hey, listen, do you fancy a pint on the way?
A pint? I want to get back to Rachel and Beth.
All right, don't bite me head off. I'm only asking. Hey, I had a terrible morning with little Josh, you know.
How's that then?
Well, playing footy. Tell you what, he really ran me ragged. I thought this is definitely a job for a younger man. You know, like his dad.
Dad, Beth is lying in hospital with meningitis. And you're moaning about looking after Josh for a couple of hours, trying to make me feel guilty, saying I neglected.
I didn't say that at all. Don't lose your rag with me when all I'm trying to do is take your mind off things.
I don't want my mind taken off things. Beth is all I want to think about at the moment. I should never have left her.
There's nothing you can do there, son. And anyway, Rachel thought it was best that you had a break.
There might be nothing I can do, but my place is by her side, Dad. And you should know all about that with being with our Tony when he died. Dad, I'm sorry. I'm just frightened. I'm frightened of what's going to happen.
I know. But look, don't worry. She's going to be all right. I know she is.
Hello, Louise. This is your mother. Your mother is expecting you to phone her. But I always got time to go. The place is like where you're staying. But you can't guarantee delivery by tomorrow, then I want to look elsewhere.
Yeah, it's me. I was wondering about those tops.
Can I borrow your new top? Any free samples? Your new one?
I'm a sister, not a customer.
Because it's new and I haven't
I can show
worn
them
it
what kind of stock
But
you've
what's
got.
that got to do with it?
And how bad does that look for
It's
my mother?
mine. You can borrow something I've had for a while. Do we want anything else? We're all going to get dressed up tonight, aren't we? Well, what's up with you both?
I've had a busy day, but my brother's agreed to give us some free samples.
That's no good for tonight, is it?
Well, I'm not that bothered about going out tonight. Louise might bring me.
But you can phone you on your mobile.
But you can never hear it in bars.
What, you can read the text messages?
Well, I don't want to read messages or communicate by voicemail. I want to talk to my own daughter live.
Hey, have you seen that picture in the paper? It's oh, where's it gone? You can't let me down. We said we were all going out.
No, you said we were.
So you're saying I have to go out on my own?
Well, why don't we get a bottle of wine and we can go and have a drink up in the flat?
Oh, brilliant. We might find out all sorts of new and interesting things about each other, as if.
I don't fancy going into town.
I'm not saying we will. What sorts of stuff to show brother Sam. Oh, all sorts. He's got a couple of market stalls. I'm surprised he's just a market trader. I thought you said your brothers were all clever. Ravindra is. He's appeared on Mastermind. Really? What was his specialist subject? Anoraks 10.99 to 14.99. She's determined, isn't she? Yeah, and she needs a minder. Yeah. And I'm knackered, niche. Can you force yourself? Reality check. Didn't you come here to look after her? Yeah, and I am doing, but I can't be expected to go out every time she fancies. And neither can I. If you're here for her good, then you've got to accept that responsibility all the time, not just drop it on me when you're tired. All I'm asking is that you keep her company just this once. And next time I'll be there. I promise. Oh, go on, will you, please? All right, yeah. But you've got to at least come down and have one drink with us, OK? All right, but I can't FaceTime. Right, and we'll both have to make sure she doesn't make a show of herself with some loser.
Hey, tell you what, though. She looks a lot better than last time I saw her. You reckon? Oh, definitely.
Well, they said if there's any damage done, it's right at the beginning. So as they caught it early.
Yeah, and thanks to Dr. Parr.
Oh, it's not important now.
Yeah, well, it is to me.
Yeah, Beth, I'm here.
All right, love, we're all here for you.
The nurse said to tell her when she woke up.
I'll go.
Thanks.
You all right?
Yes, fine. Yep, no temperature, no spots, nothing.
What are you looking for?
A loofah. I thought there was one in here.
Yeah, I threw it out. Why do you want it?
Well, I thought I'd give the kids a bath. Bev was letting Josh look after the children, and he didn't see them playing with paint.
Oh, so the cover's in paint?
No, it's all right. Don't worry. It's water-based, but they do need a good scrubbing.
Bev was supposed to be looking after them. She is hopeless.
Well, no, to be fair, she's doing her best, you know. They're fine. But we need to keep an eye on them, you know, especially as they were in contact with Beth.
So I presume there's no news from the hospital?
Not since your dad last phoned. He said he'd pop in when he comes back. Oh.
What?
The swap. I suppose that'll be put back as well now.
So how long's she in for?
As long as they need to give a test.
Oh, poor kid. Mike and Rachel must be worried out of their minds.
They are. And they look almost as knackered as I do.
Are they all round then?
Grandad, are you?
In a minute, Josh. He's been hard work this morning.
Tell me about it. Talking about feeling ill before your time. Eh? 30 next week, in case you'd forgotten.
I hadn't.
Yeah, well, the best present for me will be Beth home safe and well. Don't you be worrying about what to buy me.
You working late?
Yeah, till 10. Tell you what, your Jackie does not give an inch. Even when you've been looking after her kids all day, and I'm telling you, that paint won't wash off.
Yeah, well, that's between the two of you. I better go and let them know what's happening.
Yeah, they'll be worried about Harry and Emma.
And make sure you keep a close eye on Josh.
No chance of neglecting him.
Well, if I kept my nose clean, put the hours in and showed quality of leadership.
How could you turn it down?
Do you know what? I was so mad. I didn't know how I kept my face straight.
What did you say to him?
Well, I didn't know whether to laugh or just to walk out, but I just told him the truth. I said I shouldn't have come for the interview because my head was all over the place, but thanks for the opportunity.
But it were regular days.
Yeah, I know. I just have to look for something decent. I mean, I need to find a job that'll allow us to pay off this latest loan in double quick time. Just have to stick with what I got for now. Oh, come on, it's not your fault the bloodsuckers charge such high interest. We'll get straight soon. And the main thing is she's looking better all the time.
Yeah, thank God. And she might be home in a few days, depending on the test results.
That's another thing we need to sort out. A proper home.
One step at a time, eh? What about tonight?
Well, I'll ring in sick. I don't want to leave yous.
Louise, this is your mother. The one who gave birth to you in agony. Call me.
Bet you're glad you came out now.
Yeah, but I don't want to be too late.
Oh, loosen up, will you? We're here for a laugh.
I bet Louise rings me whilst I'm in here.
Well, it's a good signal. She'll be able to get through to you. What do you think of them over there?
Oh, Katie, come on.
Oh, they're all right. Pull a pig or what?
Definitely not, and definitely not in front of our boss.
Well, what's up with you? We're not working now.
We should ask him to join us.
No.
It's only polite.
No.
Oh, please? Hiya. Did you manage to forget about work a bit then?
Oh, yeah, I'm very relaxed, thank you very much. I need to ask what you lot are up to then.
Oh, you don't think... What do you think we are?
I think your girls on a night out, aren't you?
We can just have a quiet drink, you know, just like you men.
All right, sorry, stand corrected.
So, did you have an enjoyable afternoon off, whatever was left of it?
Yeah, it was lovely, thank you.
Isn't it? I've been for a while, like, but I went a while ago.
Hey,
surprised he showed his face round here, tonight of all nights.
Why, what's happening tonight?
Have you not heard about Mike and Rachel's Beth?
No, what?
Oh, only rushed to hospital with meningitis because Dr. Gary wouldn't go and see her.
Meningitis? Oh, my God. Dr. Palmer mustn't have heard.
Yeah, well, I think we should tell him.
Well, I'm having an early night, even if it does mean leaving her to it.
You wouldn't know, would you?
I'd rather that than encourage her to talk to the likes of him.
Beth Dixon's been taken to hospital with meningitis.
Are you sure? Of course I'm sure. Her granddad came to see me after he visited her in the hospital. He told me that you couldn't be bothered to go and see her.
I don't think this is the time or the place.
She's on the mend, that's the main thing.
No, the main thing, according to Mike and Rachel, is why the doctor wouldn't see her in the first place and they had to take her to hospital.
I better go.
Oh, it's up to you.
No, hang on, this isn't right.
I know what you're trying to say, but not here, okay? I'm going to go and see how she is.
Talk about stable doors and missing horses.
Bev, you haven't got a clue what you're talking about.
I have. I've got a son, and I know how I'd feel if he'd been taken ill.
You should know better than discuss things like this in here.
Oh, hiya. Sorry about that before. Gary!
What?
I don't know what to say, apart from you've got nothing to feel bad about.
I really appreciate you saying that, Alicia, but how would you know?
I know how many times Rachel's phoned about Beth and it's been nothing more than a high temperature.
Yeah, but there's always going to be that time when it isn't just that. I mean, there's still some people out there who think I could have done more to save Mrs. Tucker.
Oh, come on, how many people do you see every week? Hundreds?
And they all expect to survive the trip, don't they? Now, if you excuse me, I've got to go and see how Beth is.
By all means go, but whatever stupid things Bev said, I know that you're a good doctor. So don't do this to yourself, okay?
What's up? They want me to do a double shift, make up for lost time.
That is ridiculous. Have you told him about Beth?
I told them to stick to the job.
Mike, why?
Rachel, it's a penny. I should be here with yous.
What a terrible 24 hours.
It's going to get much, much better, though. Look at the doctor.
Come on, it's my life. But have some self-respect. It's not going to complete stranger in public. All right, no, will you? You won't remember anything about it tomorrow.
Look, this is what I wanted to show you. Doesn't this girl look like Louisa's mate, Tanya?
It is, Tanya. And look what it says underneath.
Ted Moran wanted for questioning in connection with... Oh, my God, a shooting in Spain.
No, I don't think it's here.
It's here, and my Louise is in Spain with them. Do you think that guy on the parade was her minder? Louise, will you phone your bloody mother?
You're the most precious thing in the world to me. You and your mum. And I promise you that I'm going to get a proper job. And I'm going to get us a proper home. And I'm going to make that stupid doctor pay for not seeing you. But most of all, I promise you that I'll always love you. And your mum. And I'll always do my best for you. You just get yourself well. I'm telling you, Rach, if anything happens to her, that part is a dead man.
Isn't your Steve up yet? No. You can take this tea up to him in his room if you like. Okay. That's it.
Beth suffered because he didn't do his job properly, and I want that smarmy get to have a taste of what we've had to put up with.
You can't be a chippy tea, can you?
Well, the one by Brookie Comp does a fantastic sausage dinner.
It's my favourite.
Extra onions, loads of gravy, plenty of salt and vinegar.
You can find out more about the different types of meningitis and ask questions online at channel4.com/health. And Brookside's back next Wednesday at 8. Coming up, be a glutton at an Edwardian feast next.